Hey folks, welcome back. My name is Krishna, and in this video, we're going to take a look at how you can push your poses using Photoshop. Now, this is not a replacement for pushing your poses in a traditional sense, but if you need a little bit of help and you'd like a little bit of an assist, I'm going to show you something that worked for me. So in this particular image here, I've got this character that's in a run pose. I'm going to make a copy of it by hitting Command J, just so we can have 2 points of comparison. And I'll scale these guys down just so that we have enough room so you can see the results. So what I'm going to do is I want to be able to articulate the legs and the arms to try out different variations to see if I can really push the pose. In other words, make the pose more dynamic. So I'll go up to the Edit menu and I'll choose Puppet Warp. Now, in order for Puppet Warp to work properly, you want to make sure that all of your lines are fully enclosed. If you have an open line or a line that's not quite connecting the lower to the upper arm, for example, this isn't going to work the way you think it's going to work. So I'm going to start off by just putting some thumbtacks at the points of articulation. So the first one will be at the shoulder, then we have the elbow, then we have the wrist. And I'll just stop right there to show you what this is going to do. So once I've made those 3 points, I can move my cursor to any of these points and I can just simply drag. And you can see that I have the ability to change and bend the pose like a puppet. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other arm. Again, click and drag. Now notice that it is distorting the character, so this is something that I would recommend if you're planning on using it, to do it at the early stages when you're actually roughing out your drawings. Let's now do the same thing for the legs. So if I wanted to extend this leg, I now have the ability to do so. What's also neat about this technique is I can go ahead and stretch or squash legs for further exaggeration. So if I wanted to go ahead and extend this leg out and move it down, I can go ahead and do that. So in this way, we can create some really strong movement, and we can also make our silhouettes better as well. So let me just hit enter to confirm the change. And you can see a side-by-side comparison. On the left is what we initially started out with. On the right is what we ended up with. So the Puppet Warp tool can be very useful. Now, something else that I would recommend is always make a copy of your initial sketch so that you can see the refinements. And if you make a mistake, you can always go back to the original sketch that you started out with. Now, again, this is not to replace dynamic drawing and learning the proper methods of creating drawings that have a lot of movement and energy. But if you need a little bit of an assist or can't quite see, where your drawing can be pushed, this can be helpful. So I hope you found this video to be useful. It's short and sweet. Let me know if you did find this useful by dropping me a comment. Please like and share the video so that other folks can find this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.